As the last golden rays of summer fade and the air turns crisp, a familiar anticipation begins to build. The world outside transforms, leaves blaze with color, days grow shorter, and people start reaching for their favorite jackets. It's a subtle but unmistakable signal that winter is on its way, and with it, a cherished ritual returns to homes across the country. For more than 2 centuries, the Farmers Almanac has been a trusted companion, offering long-range weather predictions that spark both curiosity and conversation. Its iconic yellow and green cover is instantly recognizable, a symbol of tradition passed down through generations. Each year, families gather around kitchen tables, flipping through its pages, eager to see what the coming months might bring. The almanac's forecasts ignite lively debates and inspire preparations, connecting young and old in a shared quest to outguess the weather. It's more than just a book. It's a reason to come together, to reminisce about winter's past, and to wonder about the season ahead. What makes the almanac so intriguing is its secret formula. Blending observations of sunspot activity, the cycles of the moon, and the positions of the planets, its predictions are shrouded in mystery. This blend of science, folklore, and a touch of the unknown gives the almanac a timeless appeal, making it feel both old-fashioned and oddly magical. While today's meteorologists rely on advanced technology and data, the almanac's rustic charm and homespun wisdom keep it a beloved ritual in many households. It sits on coffee tables and by fireplaces, a gentle reminder of a time when weather was predicted by the sky, not by satellites. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Critics question its accuracy, pointing to missed forecasts and unpredictable storms. But loyal fans are quick to share stories of the almanac's uncanny hits, those times it seemed to predict a blizzard or cold snap when no one else did. These stories become part of family lore, retold each winter as the snow begins to fall. This annual debate, skeptics versus believers, only adds to the almanac's mystique. Each new edition is eagerly awaited, its arrival an event in itself. Bookstores see lines of eager readers, and the first crack of a fresh copy signals the true start of winter planning. The Farmer's Almanac is more than a forecast. It's a cultural touchstone, a bridge to simpler times, and a testament to our enduring fascination with nature's power. Its pages are filled with memories, advice, and a sense of continuity that links generations. Whether you trust its predictions or simply enjoy the conversations it sparks, the almanac's influence is woven into the fabric of communities. It brings people together, encouraging them to share hopes, worries, and stories about the winter to come. For the winter of 2025 to 2026, the almanac promises dramatic weather, snowstorms, cold snaps, and surprises that will test our readiness. Its predictions remind us to prepare, to hope for the best, and to respect the power of nature. Across the United States, the tradition endures. Check the almanac, brace for winter, and see what Mother Nature has in store. In a world that's always changing, some rituals, like this one, remain as comforting as a warm fire on a snowy night. The Farmer's Almanac is sounding the alarm for winter 2025 to 2026, declaring, "The BRR is back." This isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a warning that we're in for a season that will remind many of the classic winters of the past, with biting cold and persistent snow making a strong comeback. Across the country, people should brace themselves for a return to those bone-chilling, snow-filled days and nights. The forecast signals a dramatic shift from recent milder winters, promising a season that will test our resilience and preparation. Above-normal snowfall is expected to blanket regions stretching from the Great Lakes and Midwest all the way to the Northeast. Cities like Chicago, Detroit, and Boston are likely to experience frequent, intense storms, with snow piling up week after week, creating a true winter wonderland, if you're prepared for it. But it's not just the usual suspects. The Ohio Valley and even parts of the Southeast, which typically see milder winters, could be in for a surprise. More wintry precipitation than usual is on the horizon, with the potential for rare snowfalls and icy conditions disrupting daily life in areas unaccustomed to such weather. Arctic blasts are forecast to sweep down from Canada, gripping the northern U.S. in a deep freeze. Temperatures are expected to plunge well below average, especially during the heart of winter in January and February, making for some of the coldest days in recent memory. This winter won't offer much relief. Instead, it's shaping up to be relentless, with both snow and cold dominating the landscape. Persistent storms and frigid nights will be the norm, not the exception. Expect a pattern of extremes. Heavy snowfalls, deep freezes, and only the briefest of thaws. Ice storms could add another layer of danger, coating roads and trees in a slick, hazardous glaze. Messy commutes and hazardous travel conditions may become a daily reality, especially in the central and northern regions. Snowplows and salt trucks will be working overtime to keep roads passable, but delays and disruptions are likely. The message from the almanac is clear: respect this winter and be ready for its challenges. Stock up on essentials, prepare your home and vehicle, and have a plan for power outages or emergencies. The almanac paints a picture of a memorable, high-impact season, one that will be talked about for years to come. From dramatic blizzards to record-breaking cold, this winter is set to leave its mark. For millions of Americans, preparation will be the key to weathering what's ahead. Whether you're a seasoned winter veteran or facing your first real snowstorm, taking steps now can make all the difference when the BRRR returns in full force. For Kentucky and its neighbors, the almanac predicts a cold, snowy winter, transforming the bluegrass state into a true winter wonderland. Major storm systems are expected to target the Ohio Valley, bringing several impactful snow events and colder than normal temperatures. Residents in Louisville, Lexington, and beyond should brace for more snow and biting cold than recent years. Prolonged deep freezes could mean frozen pipes, higher heating bills, and challenging outdoor conditions. From east to west, Kentucky is in for an active, persistent winter, full of both beauty and challenges. The advice: check your furnace, find your warmest coat, and get ready for a classic winter from start to finish. Recent years have tested Kentucky with everything from paralyzing snowstorms to devastating floods and even winter tornadoes. Louisville has seen heavy snow bring the city to a halt, while flooding along the Ohio River has forced evacuations and damaged homes. Tornado outbreaks like the December 2021 disaster have shattered the notion that severe storms only happen in spring. These events highlight the state's vulnerability to all kinds of extreme weather, sometimes in rapid succession. For Kentuckians, the almanac's forecast isn't just a curiosity, it's a call to action. Experience has taught the state to prepare for anything winter might deliver. Last winter's El Niño brought milder, wetter conditions to much of the U.S., with rain often replacing snow in many regions. Streets that would normally be blanketed in white saw only a dusting, and many cities experienced more puddles than snowdrifts. Only brief cold snaps managed to reach the Midwest and Northeast, and even then, they were short-lived, quickly giving way to warmer, damp air. For many, it felt like winter never truly arrived. This year, however, the almanac predicts a dramatic shift. Multiple Arctic blasts are expected to plunge deep into the country, bringing with them a much more traditional winter experience. These cold waves will bring more frequent and prolonged periods of frigid air to places like Kentucky, where last year's winter was relatively mild. Residents should brace for a season that lingers longer and bites harder. Snowfall is expected to be more widespread and consistent, with storms arriving at regular intervals rather than sporadically. This will be especially true across the Great Lakes, Midwest, and Northeast, where communities can anticipate a steady buildup of snow throughout the season. Unlike last year's patchy, inconsistent snow cover that left many lawns and fields exposed, this winter could deliver a uniform, deep blanket of snow across the northern half of the country, transforming the landscape into a true winter wonderland. The storm track will favor regular snow events, keeping snowplows busy and making winter travel more challenging for many. Meanwhile, the Deep South may escape the worst of the cold, enjoying milder days and green lawns even as the rest of the country shivers. The dividing line between mild and frigid will be sharper than ever, with a clear boundary separating those who need snow shovels from those who don't. For Kentucky, this means a winter that feels especially harsh, with more ice, more snow, and more days spent bundling up against the cold. For many, this signals a return to the kind of winter that demands real preparation, stocking up on supplies, winterizing cars, and making sure homes are ready for the chill. The contrast with last year couldn't be clearer. From mild and wet to cold and snowy, this winter is shaping up to be a true test of endurance for much of the country. The almanac predicts an early and abrupt start to winter, with the first storms arriving as soon as December in the north. A significant holiday season storm could bring a white Christmas and signal a long, challenging season ahead. January and February are expected to be the coldest and snowiest months, with powerful Arctic blasts gripping much of the country. For Kentucky, This midwinter stretch will likely bring the most intense snowstorms and cold. Winter's grip won't loosen quickly. The almanac sees cold and snow lingering well into March. Late-season storms and a delayed spring thaw are likely, especially in the northern states. This winter will be a marathon, not a sprint, demanding endurance and steady preparedness. The message: get ready for a long haul, with winter's challenges lasting well into early spring. With a harsh winter ahead, prepping your home is crucial. Start by having your heating system professionally inspected and change the furnace filter for efficiency. Seal drafts around windows and doors with weather stripping or caulk, and consider insulating film for extra protection. Insulate pipes in unheated areas to prevent freezing and know where your main water shutoff valve is. On frigid nights, let faucets drip to keep water moving. Assemble a 72-hour emergency kit, non-perishable food, water, flashlights, batteries, radio, first aid supplies, blankets, and medications. Having these essentials ready means you won't be scrambling during a storm or outage. A little preparation now can save you from big headaches later. Winter driving demands extra caution, especially with more snow and ice in the forecast. Prepare your car, check tire tread, battery, and antifreeze. Consider winter tires if you get heavy snow. Slow down and increase following distance. Stopping takes much longer on slick roads. Avoid sudden braking or sharp turns, and be extra careful on bridges and overpasses, which freeze first. If you skid, steer gently in the direction you want to go. Don't slam the brakes. Keep a winter survival kit in your car. Blankets, warm clothes, flashlight, shovel, snacks, water, and a phone charger. Always check weather and road conditions before heading out. If conditions are severe, the safest choice is to stay home. Winter's cold can challenge both body and mind, so staying healthy is key. Dress in layers with a water-resistant outer shell, and don't forget hats and gloves to prevent heat loss. Watch for frostbite and hypothermia. Get indoors and seek help if you notice warning signs. Short days can trigger seasonal affective disorder. Maximize sunlight, stay active, and connect with others to boost your mood. Get a flu shot, eat nutritious foods, stay hydrated, and get enough sleep to keep your immune system strong. Wash hands regularly to prevent the spread of germs. If you feel persistently down, reach out to a healthcare professional. With a little planning, you can stay healthy and enjoy the beauty of winter.